Okay, this is a very important topic. You're going to use these types of equations a lot next year in Algebra 1 and the rest of your high school career. So learn it now. It's actually not that hard. And then you'll remember it next year and be like, oh, that's easy. Yeah, here is the equation for slope-intercept form. It's y equals mx plus b. Write it down, highlight it, put stars by it. M, the number that's going to be in front of the x, is called the slope. B, which is the number after the x, is the y-intercept. Okay, now haven't we already talked about slope?
Yes.
Yes. Give me one of the definitions of slope. You got your notes out. Emma, give me one. There's a bunch. Yep. Any of the definitions that we have for slope. Bless you. I only say it once. And I meant it for both. Okay, that's just the definition. Give me something else. How did we find the slope? That'll work. Delta y over delta x. There's another one. Rise over run. There's another one.
y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1.
Good. Do y'all remember all three of these definitions that we gave for slope about a week ago? The slope, you can find change in y, change in x. That's if we have a table. Rise over run, that's if we have a graph. And this formula, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, is when they give me 2 points. Questions so far? The new part to this lesson, we've already covered that, is the y-intercept. The y-intercept, by definition, is where the graph crosses the x-axis. Or the y-axis, my bad. But I'm not going to lie, that's only handy if they give me a graph. If they don't give me a graph, I need another way to figure out where the y-intercept is. The slope is not going to be a problem finding it. But the y-intercept, if they give me a graph, all we got to do is look. Oh, it crosses right here at 2. That's not hard. What if it doesn't give me a graph? Here's the best definition of y-intercept. It is where x equals 0. Put stars by that. Maybe your stars are better than mine. So keep that in mind later here in a minute. When we're looking for the y-intercept, it's going to be wherever x equals 0. All right, questions so far? All right, so they could give us a table or a graph or some points and ask us to find the equation of the line. We would need to find 2 things, the slope, and then we would need to find the y-intercept. All right, let's do it. Let's start off with a graph. And we'll make it easy. Let's say we have a line that goes here. And they ask me to write the equation of the line in slope-intercept form. All right, who can help me find the slope using this graph? We need to find the blank over the blank. Layla? Good, let's find the rise. I'm going to draw my stair step straight up. How much does it rise, Layla? 3. Goes up 1 square, 2 square, 3 squares. So the rise is 3. Let's now find the run from here all the way over to here. How many does it run? 4. Do y'all agree that our slope is rise of 3, run of 4?
Yeah.
Which number goes on top?
3.
The 3 does. So I'm going to put 3/4 right in front of x. The slope always goes in front of x. Is there anything else we need to consider about the slope?
It's negative or positive.
Good. I'm going to put my finger right here. What direction is this going?
Down.
What does that make this slope?
Negative.
Do not forget that if the graph is going down, the slope better be a negative 3/4. We have correctly found the slope. We're done with the slope. Now we need to find is the y-intercept. Here's the y-axis. Can anybody tell me where this line crosses the y-axis?
3.
Bella?
Where the first stop is.
Tell me, what number?
3.
3. 1, 2, 3. Do y'all agree with Bella that this line crosses the y-axis right here at 3? 1, 2, 3. Is it positive or negative 3? Positive, so we're going to put +3 right there, and we are done with this equation. The correct slope is negative 3/4. The correct y-intercept is positive 3. So the equation would be y equals negative 3/4 x plus 3. Questions? All right, let's do one more graph. Let's find the equation for this graph. Draw it. All right, we need to find the slope first. Haley, how do I find the slope of a graph? The what and the what? Rise over run. Let's find the rise. If I go from this point straight up until I get even with the next point, how much do I need to rise? 5. What's the run?
1.
Y'all agree this slope is 5 rise, 1 run?
Yeah.
Let's put our finger on it and see if it's positive or negative. Is this line from the left going up or down? So what does this slope need to be?
Positive.
Positive 5/1, which is just 5, or you can put the 5/1. Either one is correct. You will not be penalized if you put 5/1. You will not be penalized if you just put 5x. They're the exact same thing. All right, now we need to find the y-intercept. Keandra, where does this line cross the y-axis? Does it cross here?
No.
Here?
No.
Here?
No.
Here?
Yes.
Yes. Do y'all agree with Keandra? It crosses right there? What number is that, Keandra?
5.
5. And 5 is up here, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 is up here. What number is this way down here?
Negative.
Okay, so what is the y-intercept here? -5, because it crosses down here at negative 1, 2, 3, 4, -5. Questions? And there is my correct equation for this problem. Any questions? All right, let's do some tables. Let's say they give me a table. And ask me to write the same thing, the equation, in slope-intercept form. What 2 things do we need to find again? What do we call that?
Slope.
And
Y-intercept.
We need to find the slope and the y-intercept every time. Who can help me find the slope from the table? Emma?
Changing y.
Good. How much of the y is changing?
3.
How about here?
3.
How about here?
3.
Okay, so we found the change in y. What is it?
3.
Now we need to find the change in x. Let's see what the x's are changing by. 1, 1, 1?
Yes.
So what is my slope here?
3 over 1.
Y'all agree that the change in y is 3, the change in x is 1? So what slope am I going to write right here?
3 over 1. Or 3.
I'm just going to put 3x. But I could put 3 over 1 if I wanted to. All right, sweet. Can anybody help me find the y-intercept? You just helped me. Sorry. You've already helped me. Thank you, though. Somebody new. I need to find the y-intercept for this problem. You might want to look at your notes where we just put y-intercept. I told you to put a star by something. Josie, what did we tell you to put a star by?
X equals 0.
All right, Josie, look up here. Do you see 0 in the x column anywhere?
Yeah.
Where?
First.
So what is the y-intercept?
10.
You'll agree with Josie? Guys, if you ever see 0, 10 in a table, ding, ding, winner, winner, chicken dinner, they're telling you that the y-intercept is 10 right off the bat. Does that make sense? Well, then you might have to find it. We'll get to that. Hold that question for about 37 and a half seconds. Maybe a minute. We'll see. Questions so far? Sweet. So the slope was easy. 3 over 1, 3 over 1. The y-intercept, they gave it to me at 0, 10. So I'm going to put a 10 right here. 3x plus 10 is the correct equation for this table. All right, let's do another one. We'll go ahead and answer Gabby's question. Let's write the equation for this table. Write it down. Now go ahead. All right, Skylar, help me find the slope. What does that mean? Something y, the what y? If I get all wet,
Oh,
I'm gonna go inside and
the changing one.
yeah, I'm gonna change my clothes. So what's the y's changing by, Skylar?
7.
Yep. About here.
7.
What about here?
7.
You'll agree that the change in y is 7. All right, what about the x's?
1. 1.
So what is my slope here, Skylar?
7.
7 or 7 over 1? I'm going to put 7 over 1 this time, in case you want to. Sweet. Now we need to find the y-intercept. Uh-oh. Josie, do you see a 0 this time?
No.
Me either. Dang it. Why do they got to be so difficult? You've already helped me. I'm sorry. It's Josiah's turn. Josiah, can you help me find the y-intercept? They weren't very nice and didn't give it to me this time.
You can figure it out because if it's adding 7 every time, then you can minus 7 from the 9 to get 2.
My man. Do y'all see what are y'all picking up what he's putting down? Don't we want to find out where 0 is? 4, 3, 2, 1. Wouldn't 0 be the next number?
Yeah.
So Josiah said, well, look, they're adding 7 going this way. Let's go backwards. Instead of adding 7, let's subtract 7. What is 9 minus 7?
2.
Do y'all agree that this is now my correct y-intercept? Well, that wasn't very hard. And here is your correct equation for this table. Did that answer your question, Miss Gabby? You need to find the 0 no matter what. Questions? All right, I think we're good. That is what the lesson's going to be over today. They're going to give you either a table or a graph, and you're going to have to find the slope and the y-intercept, and then put them together into the equation to have slope-intercept form. Question?
Do you have to solve that?
No, that is the answer. Write the equation in slope-intercept form. Here it is. Y equals 7x plus 2. You've got the right slope. You got the right y-intercept. Later we will do more with that, but today that's all we're doing. Questions? Yes?
What if, like, when we try to find it on a table or something,
Yeah?
they're all adding different by different?
Then it's not linear. Then we're not going to write the equation. Good question. She said, what if the slopes are different? Then it is not a straight line, and we would not have to write the equation. Does that make sense? I can only write the equation if all of the slopes turn out to be the same exact number. Great question, Layla. Any others? Sweet. Let's go.